All right. So Elon, with his dedication to honesty and truthfulness, tweeted this out. Given that he's on the ballot twice, maybe he can win twice too. So he shows a picture of the ballot, and this is the level of not only dishonesty, but absolute lack of respect for everyone who follows him that he has. He just assumes people are so stupid that they are not going to notice that Curtis Sliwa is also on the ballot twice. So in New York, you can run on multiple party lines. So usually the Working Families Party will wind up giving the endorsement to the Democrat. So Mamdani is on the Democratic Party line and he's on the Working Families line. Now, part of the way this works, you can't vote for him twice. If you want to support the Working Family Party, you vote for him on that line
Right.
instead of the Democratic line. Curtis Sliwa is usually the Republican, will be on the Republican line and on the conservative line.
Right.
Curtis Sliwa is on the Republican line and the Protect Animals line. New York is very strange where you can start a party very easily here. So you get all these crazy parties. The rent is too damn high party. Like there's all kinds of stuff like that here. And Eric Adams, that's the other conspiracy, is on the ballot. He dropped out a few weeks before the race. They can't all of a sudden reprint all the ballots. That's why he's still on there. Maybe Trump should have made him a better offer earlier if they didn't want him to be on the ballot. And of course, Gunther Eagleman and the 17 Nigerians who run that account. WTF is happening? WTF is happening?
Nothing is happening. It's completely normal.
Happening.
Happens every time.
Yep. Armani XP. Here, Gunter, if this doesn't make sense for you, you can ask ChatGPT to explain it like you're a 10-year-old. Mamdani is on the ballot twice because he was endorsed by both Democrats and Working Families. Sliwa is also there twice due to being endorsed by both Republicans and Protect Animals. Eric Adams is still on the ballot due to him dropping out after the ballot printing deadline. Yeah, no horrible conspiracy, but this is yet another example of what these guys are doing, man. What these guys are doing. Like you want to talk about, they love to use the term enemy of the people. What is Elon Musk if not a fucking enemy of the people? What is a guy who, come on, man, like if you believe he's not stupid enough not to understand how that ballot is laid out, and I believe that. I think most people would concede he's not that stupid. What are you doing? What are you doing? He just wants to sow chaos, man. He just wants to sow chaos for what? So that he doesn't have to pay any taxes. He keeps getting his government contracts. And you don't ever ask why New York State paid $1 billion to build a factory that they lost hundreds of millions of dollars on that never delivered what he promised. He does not want you talking about that. He wants to lie to you about the ballot so that you'll believe there's some conspiracy that elected Mamdani instead of it being a rebuke against people like him. If that's not an enemy of the people, what is? Rooting for Elon Musk is like rooting for Elon Potter, and it's a rooting for Elon Potter, Mr.
Yeah.
Potter, and It's a Wonderful Life. You listen to me, Elon Potter.
Yeah.
There's no place for you in this town.
Yeah. No, he kept tweeting about this too. He says the New York City ballot form is a scam. No ID is required. Other mayoral candidates appear twice. Cuomo's name is last in bottom right. I mean, I do think he is intentionally sowing chaos, but I think there's a decent chance he might actually be dumb enough. He's not a smart guy. He's a very mediocre guy. He's a savant. He has a certain set of skills and talents that happen to be very marketable at the time when he hit his prime earnings years. But he's really kind of a fucking imbecile. And so I don't know that he doesn't know this. I mean, and this to me is the biggest story here is the reach that this bullshit gets. 21.4 million views.
Right. Well, that's why he bought the platform.
Total nonsense spreads so quickly on this platform. And you know what? Yeah, Andrew Cuomo's name is on the bottom right. You know, third parties do get screwed a lot of ways. That's why maybe Andrew Cuomo should have won the fucking primary. Right? I mean, that's what happens when you lose. You eat shit, And Zoran's name is what? Top of it, row A. Boom. That's prime real estate. You know how you get prime real estate? By winning.
By winning. That's for closers.
Right.
Top left is for closers.
Top left is for closers only. That's right.
That is a result. Yeah, he's running as an independent. The Republicans and the Democrats always appear on the top line. It's not a conspiracy against Cuomo. He's an independent candidate, and the two parties, frankly, have rigged the system in a way that in this case worked against the establishment's preferred candidate. That's what you call karma, baby.
Right.
Karma's a bitch.
Karma's a bitch. That's what happens. That's what happens. But it's so transparent. I mean, so obvious. Yeah.
And as someone who votes in New York on the no ID thing, yeah, you don't need ID, but you do have to sign your signature. And it's not like you could come back and vote again.
No.
They have a voter roll. They check you, your name and address against the voter roll. You sign, and they give you your ballot. Like, how would you what is there that would allow you to rig that system? Like, how would you cheat? Like, you can't vote a second time.
You can't vote a second time. So even if there are people who are going to like risk substantial prison time to like impersonate Keaton Weiss and go and tell the pollster, I'm Keaton Weiss. Here's Keaton Weiss's address. They let that guy vote as Keaton Weiss. Right? Like,
there's still only one Keaton Weiss.
There's still only one Keaton Weiss on the roll. Right. Exactly.
Like what? We're gonna get Trent de Aragua is gonna go beat the shit out of a bunch of New York voters and pose as them and vote. Like, what do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah. What do you think that person's running around to 50 different ballots? Like, it's the whole idea of that is just so absurd. I mean, if you get like, think about the risk reward. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to vote 20 times. So you're going to cast 20 votes in a city of 8 million where there's 2 million votes and have statistically zero chance of influencing the outcome. And if you get caught doing it, you're going to go to fucking prison.
And
like,
they also have a record of your signature.
Right. They have a record of your signature as well. Right. You sign for it as well. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. But that is the speed at which bullshit spreads on X. And that's the perfect kind of thing. I mean, this is why, like, you have to marvel at just how stupid people are and how susceptible they are to this nonsense on X, where that passes as news. That's like, wow, do you see that Mamdani's name is at the top of the ballot and Cuomo's is at the bottom and Mamdani's on twice? Yeah, the Democrat's name is always on twice. The working family's always endorses the Democrat. The Conservative Party always endorses the Republicans. There's absolutely nothing as a complete non-story. And it wasn't just Elon. It was Polymarket, too, who ran that as like breaking news. Breaking news. Oh, yeah, breaking news. Nothing out of the ordinary has happened.
Well, this is how stupid they think you are. And in a lot of cases, they're right, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is true.
Please clap.